And we are live. So this is actually episode 20.
Here we are.
20 of Lamentations of the Martian Princess.
2-0.
2-0, yeah. So and it looks like we're almost up to a year actually playing this game.
Yeah.
So how about that?
Yeah, it's the anniversary coming up.
Yeah.
In about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Our first anniversary.
There you go.
That's never going to get old.
No. But anyhow, as usual, things are confusing, so I figured to go over like what happened last session, then started up. So without going into too much detail, this party is split. We've got Bran and Parthalion leading one group on some fool mission to go to this place, Atalanta, to find some technology the Martian princess wants. And for some reason, she trusts you to go do that. And equally as strange, Giustino has trusted Jasimba and Thane to go to the probably more than confusing. Has trusted you to go to the city of Paragon to do some recon. And what kind of recon have they done? Well, Jasimba sat around in the hotel and eaten dates. And but no, he's done real recon. He's used the SP. He's trying to get the lay of the land. He's trying to figure out what people are all about, and definitely he's found that people are more in favor of the Martian princess than they are of this usurper Carol Garrix. But Thane, on the other hand, Thane gets himself in a little bit of trouble.
Of course.
And gets himself into a little bit of trouble, gets marched to the temple. Actually, wants to go to the temple to speak to the high priest. He murders another priest. Then we can prove it, really. He tells them where Jasimba is. So Jasimba and Yanni actually are summoned to go to this temple, much to Jasimba's dismay. And while Thane is upstairs by his lonesome with the high priest, he decides to try to kill him.
Like you would.
Like he would. So this causes so much of a ruckus that Jasimba manages to sleep the people that are ostensibly guarding them or questioning them. Despite his misgivings, his better judgment goes to aid Thane, and does.
Yeah.
And he actually managed to kill the high priest of the temple. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And in the process, gets himself horribly burnt as the guy casts heat metal and has to shuck his armor in the street.
Like a cat on a hot tin roof. Yeah.
So after that, kind of spends the rest of his time recouping, but is still feeling terrible. He's felt terrible ever since he's been in the city. Around day 14, two things happen. Jasimba hears that there is a force being sent to the old city of Vesta. So people have been set out from Paragon to go investigate the situation of Vesta. They feel confident to do this now.
Investigate.
Investigate.
With negative 250 XP.
That's like right up there with Anu's game.
Brand loses the level right there.
Yeah, right. That's like level game. And
write that one down.
You try to have a serious game here, kids. And the other thing is Yanni disappears. You just haven't seen him since then. But day 17, something crazy happens. In the meantime, our group of travelers really don't have anything happen to them. They travel, they don't encounter any more refugees or what have you, like they did in the beginning. But they do encounter these bizarre creatures that are like humanoid. They're made of sand. They keep reforming. Every time you hit them, they seem to reform again. So Parthalion turns into a dragon, takes off. Now, during this attack, Rosalind almost gets killed. She gets herself pretty far down hit points. But Thek, in the body of Jasimba, actually gets killed. One of these sand wraiths just completely takes him down, kills him, and is is about to claw him up. And the good news is Parthalion successfully casts the spell, turning him to a dragon. The bad news is that it was a miscast of sorts, And we rolled the table. It turned out they cast another spell as well. There was a partial miscast. And so he cast Raise Deck. So this zombified version of Thak and the body of Jasimba has come along with him. And he's flown to another location further up. Actually, Bran was so brave he jumped on his horse and galloped away from these sand wraiths.
Several horses, yeah.
And you lost a couple horses, but day 17, as you're still continuing towards Atalanta, the same thing happens. Both of you see numerous ships flying above you. These grayish black ships with crazy-looking cannons pointing out all kinds of bizarre directions. The ground is rumbling. If you happen to be a city, plates are spinning around, and the masonry isn't breaking. But there's quite a bit of rumbling.
So from our perspective up north, because we're headed north to Atalanta, are the ships flying south towards Paragon, or can we tell?
Excellent question. That is an excellent question. These ships that you were seeing, you see about 4 ships above you, and they start taking off in directions northwards, but they're not all going the same direction. They seem to be kind of spreading out.
Northward. Okay.
So they're going in your direction of travel. In the meantime, above the city itself, above the city of Paragon, if you recall, I think some of the guns of Paragon were pointing at one of these ships. No shots have been fired. But
I remember that movie. That was a great movie. The Guns of Paragon. Gregory Peck.
The Guns of Paragon. Yeah.
It was never on Paragon. And so
go ahead, take a level. I don't care.
I'm the sequel, Force 10 from Paragon.
That's us up north. Yeah. Wow. By 11 o'clock, we're all going to be 0-level characters.
I know.
Going through a funnel. Yeah, it's
going through a funnel.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, children. They'll be like little babies.
But Jose digresses.
Right. So, and if I believe at the end of this, Thane was begging Jasimba to drag him out of the city itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Begging you, to drag you out of the city.
Yeah, we just came out of the tavern and saw the.
Yeah, you've been hiding in the. Well, actually, you've been stored in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah, he was wounded, so he's recuperating in the basement. But he's also had this malaise since they walked into the city gates, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's only gotten worse. Now, I'd grabbed my my armor at the end of the last one and was putting it on as we exited the tavern and saw the yarn and cow and saw these things up in the sky. And when Thane looks up in there, if we're picking up right from here, he looks up and kind of grimaces at what he sees, and because he's been in the cellar for so long, and blots out the sun, and when his eyes take in what he's seeing, he says, "Jothaka, that's the news gatekeepers. My time is at hand." And he starts walking, and he lifts up his arm and he juts out his thumb.
What?
And
are you asking for a ride? Like what?
I'm no Ford Perfect, but he juts out his thumb, and he has the medallion in his hand, clutched in his hand, and he's propping up the medallion toward there, and he's walking to get in the direction of the ship to try to signal it, to try to walk under it. It's hovering above the city, right? One of the ships.
Yeah, one of the ships is hovering above the city.
Yeah, and he's calling up to me, "Come get me! Take me now!"
Please. Please.
This is fantastic. So in the meantime, are you fellas in the desert doing anything, or
This is the same day
Please.
or a different day from the day we escaped from the sand creatures.
This I believe is
It was right after you landed from escaping them.
If I understand, it's a little bit. It's at least a day afterwards.
Okay, so for purposes of my magic and stuff, it's all back. So,
I believe so. And if I made a mistake, well, hey, it's a freebie.
And are they streaking past like at ridiculous speed, or are they, like as fast as a bird? Just to get
up. They're going up the quad into the gymnasium.
Yeah, they're streaking. Yeah,
it's kind of at a leisurely speed. They're really just sort of faster than a horse could gallop.
Yeah,
but not incredibly fast.
And I believe at some point I asked, "Have you seen the like?" Because I don't know if anybody has seen those. Would I, with my study of history, know anything about these type of craft? Like, can I recognize which, are these like the Antha craft or some species craft?
Well, you go ahead and roll for it. What kind of history skill do you have?
Yeah, I have history basically. It's 4 out of 6 chance. So
okay,
let's roll that. Okay.
Yeah, roll it. Why not?
Ooh, that is a 3. So success.
Some of the markings on these vessels look Scaran in nature.
Oh, Scaran.
Ah,
Oh, that explains a lot. I relay this to the rest of the group. The markings on the ship resemble the Scaran script we've seen on our previous lives in the other Mars. This is gravely disturbing. It seems the fears of the people in the caves were even worse than we thought. The sleepers have awakened, and their ships filled the sky once more. Because we did wake up the Scarans, right? Those were the sleepers in the caves.
yeah.
It seems to be the case, yeah.
So you think those enemy sorcerers who burned us and set a wall between us are up there in those ships?
In a sense, they might be. Because by this point, Barthalion has given up on trying to explain that.
You ain't a paladin.
Exactly, and he's given up. He tried. About like the flux of magic and the uncertainty, and it wasn't working. So they do command powerful sorceries, as you can see. I wonder if these are just the ones in the cave, or if more have awakened elsewhere in this planet. Let us proceed with caution and keep an eye out. And if it's morning, we'll just travel the whole day, I suppose. If it's time to camp, when it comes time to camp, my plan is to try and contact the rest of the party back home. Although I guess I could do that on horseback. I don't know.
It's up to you. I mean, is there any other declarations from the people traveling northward?
No.
Shang suggests we stay underneath some kind of covering, in the shade of the brushes or underneath this foliage.
There are those. There are always the big giant tall and enemy looking things that grab animals.
Yeah, no, we dare not.
You're right.
To those.
That's your closest thing to any sort of like cover.
Okay. All right. That's a bad idea. Yeah.
Every once in a while, they eat one of the three-eyed animals. You notice that, like at this point, most of the animals you see now tend to have 3 eyes, often on stalks. They seem to be analogs of your regular creatures, that you'd see normally, but the regular 6 legs, nothing grotesque or out of the ordinary. But they seem to have 3 eyes, and they tend to be on stalks. And sometimes they look a little bit like an insect, or like a lizard and an insect. It's just a little weird looking for Mars.
Gotcha.
Well, we've only got how many horses now?
3.
3. Yeah.
3.
I was thinking.
Okay.
So.
In the meantime, in the city.
3 horses for the whole group?
Yeah.
Yeah. Two of them vanished. 2 of them took off.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Got to double up with Ross.
Yeah, well, the good news is that Undead Thack doesn't need a horse. He can just...
No, you can actually saddle him up if you want to.
That's a good idea, actually. I think.
Oh God!
And it turns out Undead Thack is not entirely without the power of speech.
Yeah, it'd be just like riding a hog.
Big trouble.
Screw off.
It's a wild hog, baby.
Uh-oh.
So I'm guessing we're switching riding the horses, right? Taking turns on the horses or something. I wouldn't know how that operates.
That's you have to ask Lamentian. He's the expert.
Yeah, I mean, probably most of the time they'd be walking and probably using the horses to scout because if the horses don't have actually as much endurance as people, so when you go long distance on a horse, you're going to be walking part of the time. But at least the horses can carry the packs, so we can walk lighter.
All right, that sounds good.
The only other thing that seems to be happening to you fellows is now with the new fauna, the creatures taste just as good as the creatures back home, but they're a little harder to catch. You see as their eyes swivel around in all different directions. Other than that, not incredibly hard to hunt. It's just a little more
Alert.
Wary and alert. So back home, people are running, screaming, and I have this picture of Thane just sitting there with his medallion, holding it up. Come and get me.
Yeah, and he's decloaking because he wants this his armor to be seen and to make some kind of a showing to these these things up here so they can actually pin him out of the crowd.
I am right behind you all the way.
He's cheering me
as
on.
I step over here into a nearby
Morally,
alley.
yes, you're behind him morally.
Behind you, well behind you.
Way behind you, yeah.
Way behind, yes.
Well, of the ships that are there, only one remains above the city. Other ones start to like slowly move off in different directions. They seem to be like kind of splitting up in general. But one is hovering over the city and is getting lower and lower.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thane's trying to walk immediately center mass.
Okay.
And lift his medallion up, like I said. He's trying to basically
Just give me a second, Sam.
show himself amongst the crowd.
Right. And at this point, there are like panels on the ship that like just I'm looking for the right word, but they come down, they expose parts of the ship and that open, and there are many figures standing there, and you can see Scarans in typical Scaran armor, like wicked looking scimitars.
Mm-hmm.
They all wear these like silver belts with this glowing red thing.
Silver
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not Christmas time in the city.
Sorry. It's scaring time in the city.
All right. Thane sees this and
Okay. I'll be right back.
grabs the pommel of his sword and whips it out and points it, up toward them, beckoning them to come down or bring him up.
Some of them are actually grabbing onto ropes and lowering themselves down,
Repelling.
repelling into the city. But it's the oddest thing. As you look up, see some of them repelling there. You see a few other figures which are not scared at all, but human.
Really?
And they look kind of familiar.
Now, jeez, look kind of familiar. If I notice this from the distance that they are, can I notice who they are, or do I need to roll to determine if I know who they are exactly?
Wow, that's
A little bit of a distance, and I've been in a cellar for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I wonder.
And I'm sick.
I hate to do this without Todd present because it just really isn't very fair.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, jeez. But the guns are silent right now.
Yep, nobody's shooting. A lot of the Scarens don't even actually have sidearms. Some of them do. A lot of them don't. A lot of them just have these wicked-looking scimitars. And the Scaren armor, which would be generally the kind of equivalent of like chainmail. It's just it's medium armor. A lot of it's
Yeah, so there's only two kinds of people it could be. It could be the inhabitants of the caves, or it could be the people we left behind, but we thought they were dead. So
I know I may have one theory too. I won't say how it plays out, but this is almost like it's added a frying pan in the fire,
Okay,
well, the spider guys, remember? The House of the Spider guys made a deal with them.
Oh,
crap!
Yeah.
So yes. Jasimba. Yes, I understand. Mine are much older, but I understand. In fact, still, they would probably do this to me if they could. But we do not live in the same house. So, anyhow, I'm sure Todd can hear us.
I can hear you, and so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right on.
Are you done?
Oh, he's not done. He's not done.
If you get me these every morning. And every single school, I'll do all my homework.
Good for you. All right.
And everything. If I keep on going to school, I'll get these.
Okay, great. Okay.
That's just stand up as a child.
Yes.
We got a deal here.
I know.
That's what I was saying. Wheeling and dealing.
Listen, Dad. You want me to go to wizard school? I'll tell you what. So, I don't know if you heard that, but it says the Scarens are rappelling down, and Thane is, telling them, come on down. Some Scarens are rappelling down. There's obviously a whole bunch of them on these ships, and they're almost like, I want to say steampunk-looking ships at this point.
Okay.
They're not like really sophisticated looking.
Right.
I'm
not dirigibles, are they?
Okay.
But you see, there's a few human figures up there with them as well.
Okay, so they're rappelling down into the city. Okay, and our great Avenger, Holy Avenger, or whatever he is, you are facing them with all your godly and power.
Bravado, yeah.
Bravado, yes. Okay.
My blessed bravado.
But you recognize, my gosh, I know who these people are.
I do.
And one of them, you just see, and so one of them, you swear, is first you think he's wearing a helmet, then you realize he's not wearing a helmet at all.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's got a silver gleam on this guy's head. You realize his head is like wrapped in tinfoil.
Nice.
Okay.
Listen, the sun glints off of that because my eyes are clearing up.
And it's like is that you?
And it is selling, it flashes at me. I go, Cyrus,
is
that you?
Listen, put that sword away. These guys are touchy.
I don't understand. The guns are firing right now, right? The guns of the city. All right.
No, nobody's firing. No, I'll explain. In the meantime, you see 3 other figures, and you realize they're men of the House of the Spider. And one of them is in fact this fellow Tardacus, the leader of the spiders.
Wait,
Thane is very bewildered now.
and he's
got
with them? He's with the Scarens?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Well,
they
he
all,
talked his
they
way
all
out of getting
disappeared.
killed.
Yeah, they all disappeared, right? We didn't see the
Mhm.
bodies.
All right.
Yeah, we left.
Okay. Yep. Just writing this down.
Now these ships are they all metallic, or is there any kind of a fabric to them?
No, they're metallic.
Okay, all
At
right.
least that's what they look like, you know.
Yeah, as far as from my view. Yeah, Thane's very bewildered. He's lowered his arm and kind of lowered the sword too as they're repelling around and them dropping.
I come up behind Thane and kind of put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like,
He jumps like that and turns around and goes,
I know
Oh,
you're so upset because
it's
she wants
you.
you to go wholly avenging. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend.
"Do not blaspheme. This is Cyrus up there. You see him
Yes, I do. That's
standing on the
Yes.
ship. This is.
Yes.
I do not understand. And look, the
Many things. Yes, I know.
House of the Spider.
Yes.
He's just going on like that and looking around. Okay, these scares when they're dropping, they're big dudes, all right? So I
Yeah,
can actually see their heads above the crowd that's milling around in there.
Oh, no one's
So-
milling around. People are running for their lives. There's no milling
Okay.
around.
But we are not.
These sleepers, that's how I'd know them, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, people
least in
like
this
from your
world.
world. I mean, you know, Scarens here. People have
Scarens,
never
yeah.
seen one ever.
Oh, geez.
Nobody alive right now has ever seen a Scaran.
And then he calls up the Cyrus again. Explain it. Come down here. Explain what's going on. You, Spider, come down.
And you swear you could just hear him enough. He looks over to Cyrus, and like it's almost like you read his lips. He said he's just as annoying as he was before.
Oh, from the distance. Okay.
Who's that other guy?
Hey,
Okay.
are the
Like,
are the
hey,
sleepers / Scaring attacking anybody when they're landing?
Right now they haven't. But people are just running for their lives.
Mhm. All right. So, Holy Avenger, what's the plan?
Well, I mean, one of the reasons I had that amulet out to see if it was, throbbing or thrumming with some kind of. So I still get it in my hand, and I'll start walking to the nearest one, pointing it, turning around, kind of using a sight to use that amulet in the direction of the Scarens to tell if their intent is good or bad, or what kind of vibe I'm getting off of them.
Well, let's see. You're really sick. You still feel like crap.
Yeah.
Roll me. My gosh. Roll me. Roll me 2d6. Tell me what
2d6.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a 1 and a 2.
That doesn't make any sense. You should have 1 and a 6.
To maintain the balance.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
sick.
what's-
I'm sick. If I wasn't sick, I'd do that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, you didn't roll 6. So yeah, deal is these Scarens are not giving you any kind of vibe that they're allied with Anu. You don't have any of that spidey sense going on, none of that tingling.
Okay, no tingling. Okay, well, I'm leaning over, grabbing the side of my gut, whatever, and I turn around to Joe Thacker. I think they're okay. Are they attacking anybody? And I start to retch a little bit and lean over and balance myself on the sword as it hits the
Well,
the dirt.
They're not attacking anybody, but all of a sudden, some city guards are approaching in more force. Some of them bring the firearms they have to bear and start shooting at them.
Okay.
At some of the Scarens. And let's see what happens here. Ooh. You notice that these Scarens nearest to you, like one of them takes a blast right from an energy weapon, just like, dead center, gonna hit this guy right in the heart. And all of a sudden around the Scaren, like this like bluish field shows up, and the beam just hits that, and nothing happens.
Jeez.
That's what the silver belts were all about.
Yes.
We have
to get some of those things. Yes.
And there's some very unpleasant hacking and slashing going on after a little while, and the city guard run, or what's left of them.
Good. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking, Thane, that perhaps we should just cautiously approach these Scarens. Maybe they're not so bad.
Yes, go talk to them. I'll make sure you're safe. And I'd stumble a little bit behind you and put my hand on your shoulder, urging you.
Yes. That's just what I need, is you looking after me. Yes. Very well. Very well, my friend. Yes, I will. I will go forth to parley with them. So, yes. Can I see one of these creatures close by?
Oh yeah, you can see several of them. Oh yeah.
Several of them. Okay, I will approach them with open hands, open arms. Yes, even maybe an open heart. And I will come towards them. And
what's going to happen with the scimitars?
What's going to happen with the scimitars?
Yeah,
open heart.
Yeah.
Yes, that's going to happen. I'm going to open my heart. Yeah. Yes. So, greetings, great liberators of the city of Paragon. We are so happy to have you with us this day. How can I make your stay in this somewhat middling city more acceptable, pleasurable to your liking?
A big one looks at you and makes this noise that you can only imagine might be disgust. You need to make a saving throw.
Okay.
You can add your charisma modifier to it.
Oh shoot! I didn't unpack my dice from my last
trip. You want me to roll for you?
No.
No, you don't want. You don't want.
No.
Bella roll for you ever.
No. I will find the 20-sided dice. You just sit right back there. Okay, here we go. Ready? And the save says 14. 14 for versus what?
Oh, so it's partial.
It's partial.
That's partial save. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't completely fall to your knees, but you get a wave of nausea.
Okay.
And vertigo.
Okay. All right. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Thane leans over and tries to ride him. You're getting sick too, my friend. I'm telling you, this place is not good. And he almost throws up or whatever, but he's trying to lift you up too.
Please, watch the robes. No, I will be fine in a moment, my friend.
What is wrong with you? What did he say?
It's not what he said. It might have been his breath. I'm not really sure. But please, why don't you approach them?
What did you do to him? Sleeper, and he's trying to get Sleeper's attention behind him.
So you're right in the area of effect now, so you can roll a saving throw as well, but you just got to roll 2 d20 and take those.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. That's why I was pushing him forward. Okay, I got a 12 and an 8.
Okay, so you do in fact start throwing up and fall to your knees and are like.
Okay, what did you do now? Yeah. Now.
Yeah, you're helpless.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move time forward a little bit. Cyrus has come down, as well as these members of the House of the Spider. Cyrus has kind of just let you know that like he'll explain what's going on, but just for the love of God, don't do anything stupid or they'll kill you. These guys are really, really touchy.
Yes, indeed.
So you've been put actually back into the old Yarn and Cow. Seems to be.
Are we being held there?
Yeah. Huh?
Are we being held at the Yarn and Cow?
Yeah, kind of. You're there with a few other people.
Are there dates?
Are there gates?
Dates.
Okay, oh, yeah, there's dates. There's dates.
All right.
Then everything is fine. Yes.
The Scarens seem to be eating most of the stuff, but the dates they don't particularly like. Ah.
Yeah, they don't understand. He just goes, I must commune with Bela, find out what's going on here. Talk with, and then he goes off. And he goes back to his cellar and lays down and passes out, cold sweats.
I see. Am I still feeling vertigo and
No, it was a transient effect.
Transient effect. Okay. All right. So, and no one's being threatening with us or anything like that. So maybe I'll approach Cyrus and sit next to him and ask, what's going on? Last time I saw you or didn't see you, you and a whole bunch of others disappeared in the caves.
Yeah. Well, I find something. It's like I can't explain it right now. It takes. I'm not sure. Hey, where's that Parthalian guy? He would probably understand this. Who the heck are you anyway?
Who am I? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my shell. Yes. All right. I am actually Jusimba. Yes, I know. Amazing, isn't it? That's what clean living and a good diet will do for you.
And I am Aluvia, the Martian princess. They told me the crazy one.
No. Please, how could I prove to you that I am Jusimba? Listen. Did I not wear the tinfoil headdress?
Thane stumbles into the room and writes himself on the door archway and says, Jothaka. And stumbles forward and says, Cyrus, listen to him.
Oh, yes.
What has happened? Where did you go? And he sits down, enjoys the conversation.
Yes. Thank you for your. Yes, very nice.
Well, this goes badly. So the rest of the night, Cyrus really isn't telling you anything. So anyway, let's go back to our fellows in the desert.
Just go check on the boy while you guys do that.
Okay. Are you planning to contact these people?
I don't. At some point, yes. I don't know if it's better to do it at night when we camp or because during the travel it might be needed. So I think I'll wait until nightfall. Because we're 17 days away anyway, so it's not like we can do much from over here. So I guess I'll wait until nightfall.
Okay. Well, nothing happens during the day.
All right. So when we set up camp, then after eating something, Parthalian will I beckon over Bran and I say, watch over me once again, my friend. This is going to be a difficult thing that I will attempt, but I fear I must contact those back in the city and warn them of what we have seen. I don't know what this portends or how many have risen, but if the Scarens are awake and our presence once more in this world, who knows what they can do? Perhaps they mean to take over the city. So I will contact them now, and I draw the black orb.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going to attempt to use that to contact Jusimba.
Okay. That sounds like a great idea. Bran, any words of wisdom before he does that?
Don't get killed.
Just as a side note, Shang is off hunting little three-eyed buggers for some food.
Okay. At nighttime? Okay, cool. Alrighty. And okay, first first you have to make a saving throw versus magic.
Can I use any of the spell energy to power that, or to?
No.
No. Okay.
Sorry, man.
Okay. No. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So okay, let's give it a try. And that is a 13. So since it's a partial success, I don't think I'm gonna risk re-rolling that.
Okay. All right.
So,
and let's see.
1d6.
Yeah, I got rolled 1d6.
Three.
Okay, cool. And then roll a d6 just one more time. Perfect timing.
5.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So, Jasimba.
Wait a minute. Did I miss the whole? We got 2 minutes. I missed the whole thing.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't do much. We just traveled the rest of the day. No encounters. And when we set up camp, Parthalion decides to try and contact you using the black pearl orb thing that he has.
Yes.
So of course, one needs to roll a saving throw versus magic, and a 13 is a partial save, so it's kind of successful.
Okay.
And he's trying to contact Jasimba. So
okay,
this is what's going on.
Okay.
If you break past his ego, you might be able to roll against his ego. Yeah.
Right. So you all of a sudden find yourself like after like kind of like this sort of like going through this like black void. You're floating in this room with Jasimba. You can appear however you'd like, or appear in his head. You realize that you can pretty much communicate with him however you would like.
Yeah.
Thane appears to be next to him, kind of passed out, sort of incoherent.
So I think Barthalion appears in the shape of the old man that he used to be, right? Because that's like his self-image. He still thinks of himself that way. So I speak Jasimba.
Oh, can we meet on the astral plane? Is that how you do it? That I can appear like old Jasimba, and you can appear like no. Okay.
You could appear that way to him if you'd really like,
Well, I think that's how I would be thinking of myself, right? So,
yeah.
Whatever.
If you want to mind to mine it, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Jasimba. I call.
Yes.
Yes, I call you from across this vast distance by means of the magical device.
Yes. Of course, yes. Magical something. Yes, it always is. Yes. I understand. Yes.
We witnessed a strange sight today, and I thought to warn you. Black ships on the sky, 4 of them, Scarans by their markings, headed northward. Yes.
Well, what a coincidence. We have a similar thing happening here. Yes, Scarans. Yes, but interestingly enough, the Scarans that are dropping into the streets here have. Remember Cyrus?
The man with the strange behaviors? Yes, of course. How could one forget
somewhat
that?
Eccentric, yes. He was a little eccentric, yes. Well, he is in the company of the Scarans. Yes. As is Tardactus, and I guess many more of the House of the Spider that went disappearing in those caves.
That is remarkable and troublesome. I wonder what price they paid to secure such an alliance. The Scarans killed most of our people, and the dwellers of the caverns were taken as sacrifice. So
yes, that was terrible. Anyway,
so in the meantime, this is a very engaging discussion, but Parthalion is just sitting there kind of like vacant looking. And Shankantos is out hunting. And Bran is standing guard over Parthalion. And so like Shankantos, I'm going to say Shankantos and Bran both roll a d6. You rolled a 1. Fantastic. That's good. Oh well, Bran, but your bushcraft is pretty high, right? Like a 4.
It's like 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're okay. Yeah, you're badass. He's a ranger, folks. So, Shankantos, you notice that the creature that you're hunting all of a sudden scurries away in a panic, and has noticed something else, and so you don't get surprised by the 2 creatures that are approaching you, and we're approaching this other creature. In the meantime, Bran does not get surprised by the 4 creatures that have managed to like surround the camp. I'll start to notice, as he's keeping eye over the near comatose figure of Parthalion, and these creatures, like for all the world, resemble like if you maybe cut off the head of an octophant. So it's this big bulbous, pulpy sort of head with 8 legs, but each leg terminates in like a human-looking hand.
Oh,
Nice.
And they're sort of crawling towards you. And it's time to roll for initiative because they're quite intent on disabling and eating you.
Oh, is Chris been around to be in on this?
that's not pleasant.
Parthalion does not get to roll for initiative, by the way.
Yes, I figured. I'm a little troubled by the fact that there were 2 and then there's 4, and they keep multiplying. So
Well, there's 2 near Shankantos, and there's 4 around the encampment. Shankantos is out by himself.
oh,
Yeah, he's out by himself. I do have a question though. Thack would be. He's obliged to Parthalion. How is he's just standing there like a knot on a log, or does he go? Anyway, just
We'll find out what he does.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Roll for. I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised. They roll for initiative.
All right. And he's got a bow, so that is 1 and 4, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Trace.
Okay, so you get to go before the 2 that are next to you. In the meantime, what about Bran? He's at a 2. And what about Crispin?
I'm rolling a D6 or a D4. I'm using my rapier, so that's
D6.
D6. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna say these critters are also on a 4. And so what does this other fellow? Oh well, yeah, the zombie rolls a 6. And Rosalind's on a 2 as well. So go ahead. The people on 2 are up.
All right, so Bran clears his blaster and shoots at the closest one.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh, nice. 19 plus 5 tends to be 24.
Okay, well that hits.
And that's a total of 8 hits.
Okay, cool. All right. That creature does not like you very much.
I can imagine.
It's still alive. Rosalind takes your lead as well. Level sort of blaster, one of these things, and actually hits it.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, Ross.
Ross has 4 points of damage to another one of these critters. All right, let's see. The critters. Well, they're not going up. Shankantos, on the other hand, he's got his bow out. What do you do, Shankantos?
Yeah, Shang was about to hit it. He saw that he interrupted he's assuming that he interrupted another creature's hunt. So he turns real quick and fires. Oh my gosh. 1.
You haven't melted those dice in the barbecue like I told you.
Yeah, I know. It's plus 2, so 3 total.
This is a
3.
This is a different character, Del. This one should roll.
I know.
It's
I can't help it. I need help. I gotta get therapy.
You can't just role play the same guy twice.
Come on,
change that.
This thing was going to be a bullseye on one of these creatures, but one of the terrified creatures that you were hunting, that they were also hunting, runs in front of it the last minute. Whack! I mean, you haven't nailed a creature like this in a long time. It's just the wrong creature.
Okay.
Panic creature, you got it right in the brain pan. Okay, fantastic. Now they go. Okay, well, Shang Kanthos, you have a couple of these creatures attacking you. What's your armor class, Shang?
Armor class is 15.
15? Oh, wow. This first one does not hit you. The second one does. It hits you twice.
What is this? What does it do now?
Well, let's see. Hit you twice. 2 on the grab. So you end up taking 3 hits of damage altogether, as 2 of these hands grab you and are just rending you.
Okay, and
Bugs Bunny slaps.
Yeah, not helping hands, but I'm getting slapped around. So, just letting you know, guys. Had 8 when I left off last time. I was down to 4 from fighting those sand beasts.
4 hit points.
Yeah, so now I'm down to 1.
Well, I think you had at least 1 day to roll your level back.
Okay, well,
what do you can roll a D8 and find how many hit points you actually recovered prior to that.
Okay, that's 6.
Okay, so you're back up to full hit points. All right.
Back to full. Yeah, so now I'm at 5.
Now you're at 5. Okay,
all right.
Fantastic. In the meantime, we have these other creatures that are in the encampment. And one is going to attack Raz, and does in fact hit her a couple times. Let's see for how much. Raz has taken 3 hit points. Alrighty, and let's see. One is attacking Crispin. Crispin, what's the armor class?
17.
17. Oh, okay. Well, it only hits you twice. And it also hits you for 3 hit points.
Yes, okay.
And let's see, one is going for Bran. What's Bran's armor class?
18.
18.
Nice.
Okay, well, you only get hit once. And that is for 1 hit point. And finally, last but not least, poor dead Thack.
Rotted meat shield.
Poor dead Thack gets hit for 3. He gets hit for 5 hits. Alrighty. Who's on a 4? Wasn't Crispin on a 4?
No, he was on a 6.
Oh, he's on a 6.
Yep.
Oh, the critters were on a 4. I'm sorry. Okay, it's 6. It's Crispin's turn.
Okay, here we go. Flashes out with his rapier. Stinging bite at the pointy end of the sword. And here we go. And
carry the 2.
2. No, 2. No, it's 2.
Okay. Doesn't hit. Okay,
Really?
that's cool. No, it does not.
Really?
Does not.
Okay.
And finally, last but not least, oddly enough, let's see, Thack actually hits.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
Okay. and does some damage to one of these creatures. Okay. Well, it's initiative time again.
Okay.
Okay, the creatures are still on a 4. All right. Just remember your numbers. I'm going to count the numbers. And
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Raz is on a 1. Anybody else on a 1?
Bran.
Of course he is. All right, Bran, what do you do?
All right, Bran keeps his shield between himself and the guy who's trying to pimp slap him, and he turns and aims his blaster at the one who's attacking Roz.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, it's stuck up to what?
Oh shit! Another 19.
Okay.
And that's 7 hits on that one.
Mm-hmm. Is it 7 hits on that one?
On the one that was attacking Ross.
The one that's in melee? Oh my goodness.
With Ross, not with me.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're firing into
You're
melee.
just shooting into melee, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he hit. Yeah.
There's a
He did hit, but let's see. What do the rules
see
say?
who it hit is what he's saying.
Oh.
Oh.
Who did it hit with the 7 hits? Well, let's say evens is the creature. Oh, that'll be really nice. 1 through 4 is a creature. 5 or 6 is Raz.
Yeah, she's
Alright.
dainty. She's dainty.
Plus, I rolled a 19, so.
Come on.
He's gonna skewer his love through the heart. Gee whiz.
Oops. Oops.
He goes, no.
I think the actual fire in the melee thing is like, you assign every target like an equal chance. But
Yeah.
We'll say 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big bulbous center mass piece.
So who'd you hit?
Oh, I roll it. I thought you were going to roll it.
No, you can roll. Yeah, you roll. Yeah, 1 through 4 is the creature.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you do hit the creature. Okay, good for you.
Oh my god.
That was one of those tense moments.
That was a tense moment. So 7 hits on the one that's attacking Roz. Good for you. It's not dead, but man.
You got that close to her, she shot you in the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my hair.
Yeah. Meantime, Roz is freaking out. Like the thing is like right on top of her, so she's actually trying to attack it with a dagger. She takes the penalty. She doesn't hit it. She's like swinging wildly. She can't believe that you just shot this thing next to her. But still kind of grateful. All right. Anybody on a 2?
No.
All right. Thak is actually on a 2, believe it or not. Thak the zombie, who's not, but no, not really doing very much of anything. Anybody on a 3?
That'd be me. Shang Kentos.
That's good, Shang.
Hey, I pulled a Jose and got a 19. Plus the 2
Nice.
is 21. 21.
Good.
Okay.
He got his dander up when he got slapped around. Got pimp slapped.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna say that hits, even though you had to switch weapons, because you're not gonna be able to hit it with a missile again. So you got some kind of melee weapon you're using on this creature now.
Okay, that'd be just a regular sword, is what it is. So what is that?
D8.
D8.
D8. Okay, that's what I had. A 2. No
Okay.
strength mod.
Okay. All right, great. Okay, the creatures are up. You're on a 4. Anybody else on a 4? Okay. Let's see. The one attacking Ross does not hit her. Apparently, it's not doing so good. The one that was attacking Thak is trying to get past him to Barthalion.
Ooh.
So we're going to do a little bit of a opposed roll here. He does not get past Thack. So he's really not trying to attack Thack anymore. He's really trying to get towards Barthalia himself. Apparently does not like the dead so much.
Yeah. It's like rotten meat. It's not what they're looking for. Yeah.
Right. Tristan, on the other hand, Tristan, what's the armor class again? Or Crispin?
Oh, sorry,
Crispin is,
17.
17. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's another 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
He's down.
He's down.
Down.
Count
He's
to
a zero.
what?
You start counting.
He's a 0.
Well, he's at 0. Okay. Well, 0 is just unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
1.
You're not really truly dead until -3 or -3, -4. Okay, that's great. And let's see, Bran. That is okay. They don't hit Bran.
All right.
In the meantime, well, there's 2 creatures that are trying to kill Shankantos. And what your armor class is a what?
15.
15. Okay. Okay, well, that's 2 hits from 1. And oh wow, the other one rolls really lousy, doesn't it at all? So you only take 2 hits.
Okay.
Ouch.
All right.
This legitimate random encounter that same night that you'd actually made a communication.
Yep.
That was what? Initiative turn 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
5, but I'm not doing anything, so, you know.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're down. Crispin's down.
That's right.
So it goes back
Okay.
up. Yeah. Back to roll initiative, or
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to go back to that conversation. So,
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
so
Yes. Right.
yes.
Switch gears.
Find out then from Cyrus what manner of deal they've done with these creatures and what do they plan. We saw 4 other ships flying north of us. There may be more. If they have awakened all over Mars, then we've no way of determining their plans. Perhaps they mean to conquer.
All right. Yes, I was working on that actually before you called. This whole what was Cyrus up to? So you have 4 ships flying north of Atalanta.
Well, towards Atalanta, we haven't reached
But
it
they're north
yet.
of you.
We're north of the mountains.
All right.
Yes,
Very
and
well.
send word to Olivia as well, so that she knows of the Scaran, the possible threat of the Scarans.
Yes. You can trust me. I am on top of it. Yes.
Yes, I will try to contact you. Perhaps in 2 days. Give you some time.
Depending on the time of day. Yes.
Yes, we'll try 2 nights hence. Perhaps you found out something else.
2 nights. Yes, of course. I will make myself available. Yes.
Thang comes to a little bit and he sees Cyrus. I don't want to add too much to this, but this was going on when you were talking to Cyrus too, right?
oh no.
Okay.
Cyrus
all
is
right.
left.
Oh, yes. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
And apparently they're having this conversation in their minds. So it's time to roll a d6 one more time, Parthalion.
1d6, one more time.
1d6. Just don't roll a 1.
Survey says
He's gonna say it.
uh,
Oh
you-
man.
No, you didn't. Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay,
everybody's rolling one. They talk about me rolling one.
the die only has 6 sides, guys. So
All
Bound to happen.
roll a d6 again.
d6 again.
Mhm.
And now it's a 6.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh, are you kidding me?
yeah. That's the double punch. When you need a 6, you roll a 1, and when you need a 1, you roll a 6. And
Well, then you have to roll a 1d6 one
He's
more
a
time.
southpaw.
one more time. Here we go. This was the deciding roll. And it's a 3, so flat middle. I got one end, I got the other end, I got down the road.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good thing. Okay. Even in your astral self, you just like all of a sudden feel like don't feel good, like something's wrong.
All right.
Oh.
So I'm trying to end the connection and wake up.
Okay, you do. You come to a rather alarming sight, as there are these octopus-looking like creatures like rolling around with your friends. Looks like they're doing pretty good. Looks like they've actually managed to kill or incapacitate this young man, Crispin. You also feeling like weak, like you actually have taken 3 points from all physical stats. So from Constitution, Strength, and Dexterity. It's temporary.
Strength, Constitution, so the physical stats. All right.
Yeah, all of them are taking a hit of three points, which will come back at like a 1 per day.
Yeah. It's not too bad. It's still pretty much stronger than old Perthalion, so it's not bad. Not bad. He's kind of used to this.
Did your hit take a hit though from the Constitution loss?
Yeah, I guess because 12 has no modifier in these rules, right?
Right, doesn't.
Okay, so he takes 3 off the top of his hit points. So
you used to have a 15.
I started at 16, so now I'm down to 13 points.
Oh no, but I mean, you had a 15 Constitution originally.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Okay, yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
You can roll initiative too.
Yes. So
it's initiative time.
Oh, okay. Why?
Except for Tristan, who just lies there.
You know what? I just wanted to be part of the gang, so I did it anyways. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
All right. Playing along at home.
Curtis on a 4. Rosin's on a 2. The zombie's on a 4.
Have we killed any of the?
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anybody on a 1?
That'd be me, Chang.
Oh, excellent.
Chang.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do. Less kicking and more turning tail. Yeah.
Are you wearing Nikes?
I'm gonna need to.
Just do it.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Less kicking and more turning. He's turning tail and he's trying to book out of there. He's calling out to the main group of the party and warning them because he thinks the impending attack is getting, is encircling into the encampment.
Okay. So you're splitting. You're running.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell you what. Just roll a d20. Let's roll like an opposed roll here to see if you're able to break entirely from these guys.
All right.
You can add your attack bonus to it, your strength, your dexterity, any kind of modifiers you got.
I ain't getting them. Oh, I'll get 1 + 1 on dex. That'd be 12 total.
Okay, that's cool because you did beat an 8 or a 7 actually. So yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're actually able to break off from them. They are scuttling after you. They appear to be almost as fast as you, not quite. Not really sure.
With all the limbs.
Be a little ungainly, but they're just kind of scuttling after you. It's kind of a hideous sound, actually, like just slapping hands.
Huh.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And so you're leading them right back to the camp. That's good. Okay.
It'll keep the encounter tighter.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody on a 2? I think Rosalind's on a 2. Anybody else on a 2?
Oh,
okay. Man.
Bran.
Bran shoots Rosalind in the head to save her from me. What was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bran. He thought about it, but now he doesn't know Parthalian's awake yet because Parthalian hasn't acted, right?
Right.
So he's going to draw his sword and he's going to start with the one that's attacking him, the one he wounded.
Okay.
All right. It's a 12 plus 4, 16.
That hits.
All right. That's a 8 hits more on that dude.
Okay, yeah. How does this thing die?
Jeez.
I think it's a flurry of blows till its skull splits open. It's like whack, whack, whack. Like
There is no actual skull. But yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an octopus.
It's octopus.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like an octopus head.
Oh,
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then he'd just skewer it and rip it open, And am I right in assuming that the one that's trying to get at Parthalian is within sword's reach since I was standing watch over him?
Is he what?
Is he close enough for me to whack him?
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm still at just +4 because that's 16 plus 4, 20.
Okay, that's.
I swear I'm gonna ship my dice to Dell.
You need to, man. I'll trade you.
No fucking way. You keep those dice, you melt them in the barbecue. I'll get a new set.
Jose will buy a new set. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah,
I hit it for 5 and hopefully distracted from our sleeping wizard.
Okay, now it does. You don't kill it, but it's definitely hit some more. Okay, Rosalind's also on a 2, and so she's going to try to stab this one that's attacking her again, and misses horribly.
Oh shit.
Okay, there's all right. So anybody on 3? Let's see. What? Come on. What is? It's 4. Okay, the
4. Yes, I'm on a 4. So
okay, go ahead. You go first.
Okay. So right now there's 3 of these creatures alive. Do I have a clear shot at anyone, or possibly 2 of them? Because I'm thinking of casting either sleep or firebolt, but I don't want to catch my people in the blast. So probably sleep is better.
Yeah, Ketcher, you're going to definitely if you do have some direct lines, you can either immolate the one that's got Bran next to it and your zombie pal. You can burn them all to a crisp, or you could burn Rosalind and the one that's trying to kill her to a crisp, or looks like Crispin's done for, so you can immolate his his dying body, but or unconscious body. Sleep might be.
Did one get around Thack?
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
Yeah, it's trying to get past Thack, but Bran just hit it.
So I'll try to cast sleep on that one without hitting anybody, any of the friendlies. So
yeah, you could. Let's see. Sleep hits. How many hit dice? I think just roll number hit dice, because these things aren't 4 plus 1. They're not quite that.
So wait, they're more than 4 plus 1?
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay, so they're not.
I think you can actually take down as many as you actually are able to.
I'm supposed to roll 2d8 and see how many that knocks out. So here we go, 2d8.
Okay, yeah.
That would be a 9 hit dice worth of.
Dang.
Really?
Dang.
Whoa, really?
Good man.
Well, okay. You just drop all 3 of them. The one on top of Crispin that was about to rend him to bits, like just falls on him. The one that's trying to get past Thack also falls asleep, and even the one that was trying to kill Rosalind is now sleeping.
So Parthalian stands, speaking strange words and ancient languages, and felling the creatures.
An ancient book I took.
So, what is this? And when I see Crispin down, I rush to his side and try to check on his condition.
Wait,
I
where
do
the
have
hell is
medicine.
Cantos? Brian looks around. Where the hell is Cantos?
You see me running through like Forrest Gump screaming. Yeah. If I'm near it, Shang will be coming in hot.
This is an appropriate time, like But this, as Parthalian's checking out Crispin's status, he's injured. He's not in mortal danger, but he's definitely been hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're taking the how Ivan likes to view hit points. He's really actually taken some real damage at this point.
Yeah.
He's going to take him a while to heal, but it's not just mojo damage. He's really been he was in danger being ripped apart by this thing at this point, but he's okay. He's just starting to come around, but he's looked better.
So I do have access to medicine, so I would try and see how I can go about helping him. I do have medicine as a skill. I don't know if that's a real skill. I think it was, but I don't know.
No, yeah, I believe it is in the. I think you actually end up are able to help him heal a little faster, unless you roll really poorly, in which case you hurt him some more. But in the meantime, as you're checking out his condition, Jan Cantos is running in how?
Well, I mean, logically, he would have tried to, if they were so close to him, he would have tried to lost them along the way somewhere. You know what I mean? Cutting trails, whatever like that. Trying to lose them, and so if he's did that along the way, is there anything roll opposing to that? To try to ditch him.
Roll a d6, and try to roll a 1.
Yes, a 3.
Okay, no, you don't actually lose them, but you are. Right. You're doing some fancy footwork.
Yeah, they're going to hear me coming since I can't break away from them, and I'll be. He'll be calling, Bryn, enemies approaching, and whenever he jumps in the gap, he'll jump in. Take a high leap and turn in the middle of the air while he's drawing his bow. Just like Robin Hood, you know what I mean? And then he lands and skids and using it to point in the direction that they're coming through the brush. And he drops flat. All right, if he can, without tripping over his shoestrings.
Okay. Wow, he's good, and you can hear him coming. He's slapping at these hands is just unmistakable. 16 hands are slapping, and they're coming your way.
Bran switches back to the blaster so he can at least get one round in before they close in.
Right. I wonder how long these things sleep for.
For the sleep spell, D4 turns.
Turns.
Okay, so that's a while. All right.
That would be 1 turn because of my die roll, so that's 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
We'll all be dead by then, so don't sweat it.
Okay. Well, they're coming in hot.
All right.
Let us know when the missileers can shoot.
Oh, you can shoot now. You get a free shot, before initiative.
All right.
Switching die.
Oh, that'll help. Yeah.
Total 11 plus 5, 16.
Okay, you do hit a creature.
7 plus 2, 9.
You do not hit a creature.
Well, thanks.
I hit. Bran hits for 7 hits.
7 hits. Okay. You pop 1. Yeah. Not happy, but they're still coming. It is initiative time.
All righty.
You're on a 1.
2.
Oh, 11. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
You just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. They're on a 1. So they do burst in. One is jumping and trying to attack Bran. And Lord have mercy. Oh, good. All right, that's good. He does not actually do the critical death shot on Bran.
Jeez.
But Bran gets hit for 4 more points.
All right.
Damage. One of the things just practically bowling him over. They're heavy. In the meantime, who's the other one going to hit? Well, I'm going to probably say Shang. This is probably the best.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
No deer.
Oh no.
Too high. Too fast.
6 points.
Oh, jeez.
Ouch.
All right, and you'll see Shang, he was trying to toss his bow, simultaneously pulling out his short sword, and he just gets slapped.
Yeah.
Just like a bowling ball with a pin, and just rolls over him. And he just kind of like looks like a dead cat laying there after a boy's done with him.
So what are you down to?
He's -1.
Okay, so he's not dead. That's a good thing.
I think he looks like one, you know.
Yeah, next round he probably will. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, mostly dead.
I was going to say that. But
There you go.
Okay.
Have fun storming the castle.
definitely said to blave.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Rosalind wasn't doing anything. Actually, Thack is running up and trying to kill one of these things, and he hits one. Hits the one over Shang Kanthos for 2 points.
Roz is looking
Yeah.
better to
No,
become
not
a
Roz.
PC.
But yeah, Roz is kind of freaked out, but
She's a keeper.
Thack, on the other hand, is like beating just fisting, double fisting on one of these.
It was
things.
Thack who hit the octopus, right? Not Ross.
Yeah.
I think the next person that loses a character should like take on Roz as their secondary. I think that's
Thack.
Yeah.
she's earned it.
Yeah, or Thack, either one.
Anybody on an 11?
Yes.
Hey, but I'm
I
going
like
on 3.
Bingo.
3.
You're on a 3?
Yeah. I haven't acted yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got crits. So I'm switching to the sword and trying to hit the one that's trying to bite my face off. But 2 + 4 is 6, so go to 11.
It must be because this thing has practically bowled you over.
Yep.
And hey, it worked for me once, so I'm gonna try another sleep spell on these new octopi. So survey says 14 dice of creatures.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Jeez.
it's just like history repeating itself. Another octopus-like creature, just collapses on top of Shang Kanthos, almost smothering him.
It's not a
And then,
pupa.
in the meantime, this 60-pound creature that's like on top of Bran, all of a sudden becomes dead weight and almost knocks Bran over.
Yeah, Bran pushes it away with his shield. Ugh.
By Bella, Bran. Slay these creatures now before they wake up and before more of them show up.
Oh, they're dead. He said something about coup de grace-ing them.
Exactly. And having ascertained Crispin's condition, I will also go and inspect Shang Kanthos.
Shang Kanthos.
Right. And once again, you find him he's pretty wounded, but not. It's not impossible. Now, what the medicine roll does actually, or what the medicine skill does, is a successful use. If you roll it, doubles recovery of hit points for that day, and ability scores for that day. So I think you could probably even try it on yourself, trying to get your ability scores to come back better.
Yeah.
A failure means no recovery, and if the patient has less than half their hit points, which these do, a failure requires a further saving throw to be made by the patient, or they take 1d8 damage on a failed save, or 1d4 damage on a partial save. A successful save means no further damage. So your medicine skill probably will kill them,
Yeah. Well, it's a 50-50 shot, or it will, help them.
Yeah.
You got a shot.
Yeah, and I'd be really generous with the healing rolls. So, but I think once you're down below 0, it goes slower. I'll have to look at that.
So I'm gonna try and heal Shang Cantos. There we go. It's a 50-50 shot because I got
All right.
a 1 to 3 and a D6.
His head's gonna blow off.
That is a 1. That is a 1. So Shang Cantos.
Okay, so he's going to heal at twice his normal rate.
Yeah, and I don't know if I should risk it with Crispin.
There's secondary characters.
Go ahead.
Possibly go wrong.
So he's not dying, right?
Well, I mean, was it 0 and -1? I mean, they're both in bad shape. I mean, it's just it's up to you, man. I don't really.
He's mostly dead. He's just dead weight.
Well, you have luck, so you can re-roll it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's try it. Here we go. First attempt. It's a 3. Yes, success.
Yes.
Okay, so both these guys are healing at double the normal rate. So I would say you get to roll your regular hit die to kind of recover the next day.
Okay.
Because I would have had you roll less than that.
All right. So still at 0 till the next day.
Yeah. But the next day but he's going to be able to minister to you and you guys be able to heal. But
Barthalion binds their wounds and applies poultices.
And we have octopus soup for tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's going to take you a day to do that. So you guys aren't traveling tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is a good place to call because we've only got a little bit of time left.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, just a second. So Bran will ask Parthalion if he managed to talk to Thane and Jusumba.
Yeah. So that's a good point. Parthalion will relay the information that he has, regarding the Scarran ship and the apparent alliance of Cyrus and Thark. I forgot his name.
Tardactus.
There we go. The of the House of the Spider and the apparent alliance that they have with the Scarrans, and Parthalion's request that Jusumba make efforts to find out what the deal is and what the plans of the Scarrans are.
Yep.
So
Good.
All right, and when Jusumba wakes up, Thane's gonna be in front of him going and slapping his cheeks or whatever, like, wake up. And he's about to throw up. He's about to retch. What's wrong with you? He's leaning in close. All right. So
how pleasant.
Yeah, that's what's going on with him.
That's what you want to wake up to.
Like the face to wake up to, yeah.
That's fantastic.
The best part of waking up is pain in your face.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Better than Folgers than you cup.
Here's what happened way back when you guys were still in the caves and you decided to hole up in that room and leave everybody else alone. I forget what it was. They had that night of the ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought you guys might interrupt the ritual. I thought you might get brought to the ritual or whatever. But instead, what happened was, I think it might have been Bran, was doing some recon work and saw some people bringing some people there and killed everybody.
Yeah.
I think it was Bran. When this whirling dervish. I think it was Bran, not Thane.
Yeah.
So all heck breaks loose, and so you all heck breaks loose, and so people go scurrying everywhere. So I have to figure out what happens to everybody else. So I start to roll for all the main characters, and it was I figured it was either they die or they don't die. Most of them die. Most of them got killed in this whole ritual, and the only people that ended up living were Cyrus and Tardactus and 2 of the House of the Spider, 2 other guys. That's it.
Oh man!
And then I had already found that Cyrus had been spying and had found some technology, and so I figured, he's going to use this technology. I think these are white guys, and I figured, they all must have escaped and got together and hid from the Scarrans as they woke up. And I said, you know what? He's going to try to use this technology to get out of there. And so I made myself a little chart of like where would these guys possibly go to? So I had to roll. I was like, okay, what's going to happen? So one was Ganymede. The second rolling 2 would have been the Great Race reality. So they would have ended up with the Great Race. 3 would have been Earth. 4 would have been Paragon. They would have beamed right to Paragon. 5 would have been they would have beamed to the Scaran fleet, which has been out there this whole time. 6 would have been to Olympus Mons on Mars, which has something going on there. 7 would be inside the Eye of Anu, which would have been like the Azif. And 8 would have been this other city of Nostromo, which has some crap. But they ended up at the Scaran fleet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's interesting?
We never would have found you and never would have gotten here, ever.
Because that's when Thane and Josimba tried to go back for his book with it and get it. So it's interesting to me to find out if maybe they laid hands on it, and we're in the city Paragon where, anyway.
Right, but then I was like, oh wow, well, what's going to happen then? So I figured, well, at some point, the Scaran fleet's going to show up. So I kind of rolled to see when it would show up, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is the day it shows up. But I literally rolled that eventuality like I don't know how many sessions ago.
Right.
Nice.
Excellent. That's great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because quite literally, the Scaran fleet never would have showed up. Like quite the very first adventure that Scaran Grath wanted the crystal because he was trying to contact the Scaran fleet.
Okay.
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah, like he wanted that crystal from Javed to like power some device to contact this fleet, which was stuck.
Oh, nice.
So literally, like that's like I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It was just a random roll. I'm like, oh crap! Well, here comes the Scaran fleet. It's kind of an inopportune time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Nice.
Nice. Excellent.
Well, that's great.
All
So
right.
as the dice going all Raymond Chandler on you.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's good. That's good.
So we're 2 weeks from now, I think. Now. Yes.
Yeah.
Back on schedule.
Back on track.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's be very close to a year.
To my Wednesday night game. Next Wednesday night game. I'll let you know as soon as I can. All right.
But in 2 weeks, that's the anniversary.
Yes.
Well, 26th, yeah. The 27th, I think, is the actual anniversary. But yeah, it's 26.
All right.
Well,
Good.
That'll
That
work.
should be.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for the game.
Yeah.
So who?
You guys all take care and be bad.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to be a TPK there for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the sleep, we would have been, sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, I rolled for quite a few of them. Actually, that was that creature was inspired by that picture I found somewhere that I made the title of the chat, the little octopus creature.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a scary thing. How many hit points did it take to take out that one? You only killed one.
Well, they were 12. They don't have that much of an armor class. They have an armor class of 14, but they have 3 attacks, and then they one. And there's one.
Yeah, I know, that's killer, man.
Yeah, they start to get you. Actually, well, the one thing about this, I kept on thinking about, the one thing about this game, like when you guys are actually fighting people, is most people just don't have levels. So most of the people you're fighting, and even the ones that do, like the high priest, I think I made him like have 12 hit points or something like that.
Right.
You guys are pretty much the most badass people around, mostly, when it comes to human beings.
Right.
You know, with some exceptions. So,
Well, Thane thinks that anyway, so it's good to have that confirmed.
That kind of fits with the whole James Raji philosophy of the monsters being really rare and really powerful. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and then multiple hits.
yeah,
That'll
well,
get you on one.
I didn't roll up the really bad monster. But quite literally, I'm like, you know what? Let me just roll a random encounter, see whether they have a random encounter while he's doing this. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Roll the 1. Otherwise, that would have been simple, like, like, hey, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, we got these Scarans. Yeah, me too. Yeah, see you later. But instead, it's like you're quite literally there, like a freaking zombie, and they're getting attacked. And
That was cool that they got to meet though, with the party split, and then and meet how ironically how they used to be, how they thought of each other. You know, how they think of themselves. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right.
Okay, tune in for today.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all have a good night. Be bad.
You too, man.
Goodbye, folks.